Indonesia has a large market size, and yet we are seeing so few companies on the stock exchange. And we can actually list a company in so many stock exchanges globally as well as regionally. So there's a tremendous market potential in Indonesia. But so many companies do not realize that they can actually have access to the global market. So most companies will have three endings. The first ending is that they close down, or they are sold off, trade sale, merger acquisition, or they go listing. So we have to be very frank, there are three endings for the companies. Now, but many of us didn't realize that we are choosing an ending for our company, so we just run it the other way. Just like, again, day in, day out, we are building companies. And many people have no idea how the company can be built into a unicorn. So we want to explore the companies that are better with fundamentals, how we can grow the company into a unicorn. Unicorn is defined as company with more than 1 billion or 1,000 million a year in valuation. It is very important for us to understand that all companies will have the rights to issue shares, but the technique of issuing shares are obscure. We always depend on our professionals, but yet most professionals, they are not share registrar. The corporate secretary may not understand how do we treat things like a bonus or premium, how do we split the shares, and thus a lot of value of the company are not transferred back to shareholders. In share design, we actually buffer you against the up and down of the market. So we call that, we design with the end in mind. So most companies, we realize that they are quite rich, but their shareholders are quite poor. And most companies do not know how to issue dividend. Why? You know, in 100 companies we have today, 90 companies never pay dividend. They do not even know how to raise dividend, how to protect provisional dividend. And this type of strategy is so important. And most companies depleted their capital. And when they deplete capital, they depend on cash flow for survival. When the cash flow stops, they die. Now, it is very important for us to continue replenishing the capital. Capital is something that we have to take care of. The management team, the CEO, CFO, CEO, the roles and responsibility have to be clear. Very few CEO realize that they are the one who have to prepare the business plan. The CEO must plan the whole year's calendar of event for the next 3 years and 5 years. The CFO have to do resources. The domain of IRM, investor relationship management, is with the CFO. The domain of the CRM, customer relationship, with the COO. And all this unclear leads to the company not going anywhere. We are managing the company with top management guy not bringing us to anywhere. We are wasting time, we are wasting money. It is very important for us that shareholders' value have to be unlocked, and we have to build the largest possible value. And it is very important for us to know the company comprises of 4 layers. The first layer being the owner, the shareholders, and they have to derive the maximum profit from both the value and the shares. The second layer are the board of directors. Their duty is to protect the shareholder, their shareholders' rep, and it is their duty to make sure that management do not abuse the company, corporate governance. The third layer are management. So because many of us, we are also in all the layers. We are shareholder, we are directors, we are management, we are confused. Now it is very important in the corporate governance. The fiduciary duty is to ensure that we protect shareholders and we do it properly. So a company that do not understand this will never be able to command a strong following in the stock exchange. So many companies do not do investor relationship management, IRM. And IRM is required long before you raise fund, during IPO and after IPO. But they have no idea. And accounts has to be done according to international standard, IFRS, right? International Financial Reporting Standards. Otherwise, the transition to list a company, you get a lot of shock. People feel it's very disruptive. So it is very important for us to continue doing the accounting accordingly. There are also many companies that did not realize that they did not build the company into robustness. There's no firewall to do risk mitigation, and there's also companies that didn't build in succession planning. we need to train leaders for the next 5 years to 10 years, long term, medium, short term. Now, training is something that we never invest too much on. It is very important for the core guys to be trained. Too many companies depends on outside consultant. Consultant come and go. It is the internal capacity building that we have to build for the companies. On that, we have to look at breakout capital. Now, it is defined as things that do not comply to logic. In the world of capital mechanism, a lot of things do not comply to logic. We call that miracle. Otherwise, we call it logical. So it is very important for many of us to understand how capital behave and should be deployed. With that, I do hope to see you at the course. Thank you very much.